To determine if Uipath is a buy, we need to analyze the company's stock, known as PATH. First, let's start with the basics. Uipath is a leading provider of robotic process automation software, which helps companies automate repetitive and mundane tasks. The company has experienced significant growth in recent years, with its stock price increasing substantially since its initial public offering. However, to determine if the stock is a good buy, we need to look beyond the surface level. We need to analyze the company's financials, including its revenue growth, profit margins, and cash flow. We also need to consider the competitive landscape and the overall market trends. One key metric to look at is the company's revenue growth rate. In recent years, Uipath has consistently delivered high revenue growth rates, driven by the increasing demand for automation software. Another important metric is the company's profit margins. Uipath has been able to maintain healthy profit margins, despite the high growth rates, which is a positive sign for investors. We also need to consider the company's valuation multiples, such as the price-to-sales ratio and the price-to-earnings ratio. These multiples can help us determine if the stock is overvalued or undervalued compared to its peers. In addition to the financial analysis, we need to consider the company's competitive position and the overall market trends. The automation software market is highly competitive, with many established players and new entrants. However, Uipath has a strong brand and a large customer base, which provides a competitive advantage. The company has also been investing heavily in research and development, which should help it stay ahead of the competition. Overall, based on the analysis, Uipath's stock appears to be a good buy for investors who are looking for a high-growth company with a strong competitive position. However, as with any investment, there are risks involved, and investors should do their own research and consider their own risk tolerance before making a decision. It is also important to keep in mind that the stock market can be volatile, and the stock price can fluctuate rapidly. Therefore, investors should have a long-term perspective and be prepared to hold onto the stock for at least a year or more. By following these steps and doing your own research, you can make an informed decision about whether Uipath's stock is a good buy for your investment portfolio.